and a little impromptu live stream here. Such a nice day, although the rain is moving in. I know I sent a little short out this morning, everybody, and I was like, well, it's gonna rain. I'm not gonna do it until next week, but got a few hours to squeeze this in, and I couldn't help myself. Miss you guys, and thought I'd just shoot over here. And I wanted to come over here. I'm in Presque, Wisconsin, in the Northwoods. I'm almost on, we're near the border of Michigan. And if you head up to the northeast, it's the Upper Peninsula. And I'm to the west of here. And Manitouish Waters is kind of to the south. That's where the Dillinger, Babyface Nelson gang had their shootout. So it's a little windy. I've got my mic with me if it starts getting too irritating, but I hope I get a few of you to come. I know this is the kind of a big surprise. Amanda, we got Rab, Tommy the cat is here. How you guys? It's probably going to be a small crowd because I haven't done live streams for a while, and this is kind of a surprise. All right, so we've got we got like 100 people. Are you kidding me? Wow. I hope we have a good signal. Now, if it gets windy, if it gets too windy, let me know, and I've got this separate mic I can put in right now. I'm just running off the phone. We're going to be tucked away in the woods. I found this really cool lumberjack cemetery that we're going to take a look at. How you guys doing? All right, we got Pat. Mr. Nibbles is here. Holy cow. Trisha, Amanda, of course, Amanda Panda, Monica, Caroline, Jim, John Barley, Willie Smith, Len Langles. Man, this is awesome. So my son's friend, so Nathan, my son Nathan, the younger one, was up here last week with 5 of his friends, and wave running and boating and a lot of poker and a lot of blackjack these guys play in the basement. So we're having a lot of fun. And one of his friends, Jacob, hey Jacob is, we call him Mushroom Top, because one day years ago he woke up and he had like a mushroom top, so that's his name. But his family comes up here and is here in Presque, Wisconsin, and he suggested the cemetery, and it's a lumberjack cemetery hidden in the woods. So you want to go take a look? I'm in Presque. It's a very small town here, beautiful north woods, and the cemetery, you would never find it. It's like tucked behind this baseball diamond. I just met with the woman with the Chamber of Commerce, and she said, oh yeah, it's back there. So we can check it out. It's $5 I just saw from, who was that? Leela 660. We love you and we missed you, and welcome back again. Right on, man. Leela, thank you for the $5. Yeah, I'm back in action. So we're gonna have at least one a week on Sunday nights, and I'm gonna be sprinkling in, you know, I can't resist. So let's take, what's up, Red Rooster? All right, let's take a walk. I'm in the parking lot of the school here, and let's see, I'm gonna switch it around like that so you guys can see. And she said, the Chamber of Commerce lady, and I gave her my YouTube, she said, oh, we'll check it out. She said it's like right back there. She said, walk along the fence. So I haven't checked it out, but we're gonna do this together. And there's some really cool history back there. Mommy Hassius from Arkansas, right on. Oh my gosh, I don't know, is there a trail even here? Yeah, we can do this. I got long pants on. We don't have much poison ivy up in, well, this part here, I don't see any. Welcome back. Hey, Gloria, how you doing? It's great to see all you guys. I really didn't expect, I thought I'd get like 20 people because you guys weren't expecting this. So you never know. You never know when I'm gonna pop up, you know? It's been a while. Oh, thanks, Chris. That's very cool. I am always careful, Amanda. Don't worry. I hope we find the cemetery. She said walk walk along the fence here, so we'll find it. So who's that? Dinley? You're in the Warwickshire in the UK? Cool. Hello from Missouri. Hello from Nashville. You guys all over the world, all over the country. Carla, $5, thank you. Yeah, deer ticks, poison ivy. Long pants is the way to go. Well, I hate the mosquitoes. That's more what I don't like. All right, I gotta keep my eyes open. If you guys see anything, let me know. Because we're on a little bit of an adventure. Gosh, I'm glad I ran into her because nobody here, I went to the bait shop and the guy didn't, he's like, I don't know where that is. Hello from Sweden, Henna. We got Long Island, New York. Long Island is a cool place once you get there. Once you get on there, oh boy. I hope this isn't a dead end. She should have said maybe 2 baseball fields. All right, I'm following the Chamber of Commerce. I didn't get her. Oh, I see something down there, guys. She did not lead us astray. Rachel says, I can't believe you're on here again this morning. I know, double trouble today, guys. What's this? Oh, we got campus trails. Look at this. Hey, thanks for the travel nurse. Thanks for the $5. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I see a sign that looks like a lumberjack sign. Now, this area is really rich history of the loggers, you guys, 1800s. And I've got a lot of history on that. A little bit of knowledge to be dangerous. I hope this is it. This has got to be it. Right? What is this? Oh, this is it. Check this out, guys. Oh, there's a grouse. Did you hear that grouse? We are on an adventure, guys. There he is, the lumberjack. So it says Shanty Boy Hill. Shanty, you know what the Shanty Boy, who the Shanty Boys were? They were the lumberjacks. Why'd they call them that? Because they lived in these little shanties and they would be portable. And they go from camp to camp to camp. So let's see what it says here. As lumbermen, they lived in the shanties in the woods. They were the workers who cut our forests, rode the logs, broke the jams, and often died in doing these things. Oh yeah, it was really dangerous stuff. Look at this, guys. Ever seen anything like this before? How's the signal? Gosh, I think we're good. Nobody's complaining about, oh, by the way, the berry pickers from Illinois, this is what you get here. My property has a bunch of raspberries and they are just starting to come out. Look at this. You can eat them right off the bushes here. And this attracts the black bears, so we better watch out for black bears. Oh, look at this, guys. It's just this little cemetery. Just a little tiny cemetery, not much, and a bunch of white crosses. But I thought it would be fun to come out here. Should we take a look? Look at this. Wow. So there are some tombstones here. Here's this is Joseph Grogg. Grogg. 1854 to 1923. Huh? How cool is that? So Vilas County, I believe we're in Vilas County here. Yeah. I'm in Iron County, which is to the west. And these lumberjacks up here, and not just Vilas County, but they were known as the Shanty Boys. I told you about the condition of the shanties. They moved from camp to camp. 8 to 10 men lived in these shanties that they would make, and they would call them the Shanty Boys. And they earned praise for their skills in doing their work, for being competitive. You know, they'd have the log rolls and the climbing contests and chopping and all. They still, in Minocqua and Woodruff, Wisconsin, they still have the lumberjack shows. And when not at work, they played those rough games. They told tall tales and they won reputations for consuming large amounts of food. Hey, Danette Cole, $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That is very cool. I got to see what you wrote here. Thank you for all you do and sharing such amazing stories. Right on. This is in Wisconsin, Leah. Now, it's very dangerous work. Most of these guys would get injured, and some lost their lives at the mill or in the woods. Very dangerous business prior to OSHA. The danger to Shanty Boys' woods included cutting large trees, skidding, and hauling them to a landing for jamming, on the river or on a sleds or railroad cars. You've seen those pictures. Very physical and dangerous work. So this Shanty Boy Hill here is basically a potter's field, guys, and it's historic. It's where these men were buried from both Winchester and Foresterville, Winnegar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Winnegar right, but that's who's buried here. It's the only cemetery in Winchester in this area of Vilas County. And locals were buried here, whether they died from natural causes or from a lumber company injury. And if the relatives didn't have the money for a headstone, they'd make these wooden crosses that you see, because the deceased were only known by nicknames. And it had been reported that the mills didn't want to be identified with the deaths because they possibly could have been sued. So we have one name here, Clark Noakes, an 11-year-old boy who lived in Winchester, skipped school one day and went down to the Turtle Lake Lumber Company, where he apparently fell into the log pond, and there he drowned when the log pond tender went home to change his wet clothes. His grave was marked with a rectangle of bricks and a wooden cross. So we need to, I think that's here, but I don't see it. Now this old cemetery fell into disuse, and the Presque Chamber of Commerce offered a prize of $10 to a North Lakeland School elementary school student who could come up with the best name. Shanty Boy Hill was chosen. And it was Brenda Vinyl, a 4th grade student, who was the winner. And this place went up into a facelift. And it was the American Legion Post number 480 who gets the credit here in 1981. So some of the bodies were moved from here to the Presque Evergreen Cemetery. And it says an old apple tree at the edge of the cemetery is thought to maybe have been planted by the legendary Johnny Appleseed. Wow. All right. You guys got to point out the apple tree if you see it. So let's just look here. So we're in the deep woods. It's beautiful here, isn't it? So this is Oliver Jakeway, 1878 to 1919. Right? But look at all these crosses. Let's go look at the other 3 or 4. Hello from Portsmouth, Virginia. Renee says, Renee Oliver, how are you doing? So what's going on, guys? Dutch, German, English, and Irish. Yes, they all did logging work. You know, what's interesting is I was at this, there's so many resorts up here that are legendary. And I was up at the Manitouish Waters area. Now, you guys know where Little Bohemia, you've heard the story, Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Homer Van Meter, and the rest were in there. And Purvis came, they flew into Rhinelander, they had the big shootout there at Little Bohemia, that resort. Emil Winotka owned it. Anyway, I was down there, and that guy that they all knew that Dillinger was here, and everyone up here. I mean, what you don't hear about is everybody was kind of joking about it. Oh, did you hear the Dillinger gang's here? From Mercer down to Manitowish, all over. Within days, they heard that the gang was there, and the gang thought it was a big secret, right? And they were talking, and it was just south of Little Bohemia, or was it north? I think, yeah, just south, is Voss Birchwood Lodge. V as in Victor, O-S-S. And it was Henry August Voss who would end up calling up and informing the FBI, and they would meet him in Rhinelander so he could guide them up here to surround the house. Of course, it was a botched battle. Dillinger and Babyface, they all got away. But I was down there at Voss, and I thought, it's all this resort history up here is really interesting. And it goes back, the Voss family, and the reason I bring it up is because of the lumber. They started in the early 1800s, coming up the river. There were no roads, and they established logging camps, these families. And then in the early 1900s, they set up resorts, and that's when all this started, this tourism. Really cool history up here for loggers. All the way up Minnesota and etc. But we need to see, this one says, just has a name on here. Looks like the stone is gone. Man, I'm so glad we got a signal, because if we didn't have a signal, I was going to do this as just a quick film. Oh, this cross has a name on it, Clark Noakes. Didn't we see Clark Noakes over there? 1906, 1917 it says. So, is that an N, Noakes or Dokes? Don't know. That's a young man, huh? I'll do hand signals, Amanda, right on. All right, you gotta look at this one. I've seen a picture of this one. This just says Hans. Now this could be German, Swedish, Denmark, Hans. I think it's Denmark, right? 1867 and 1914 with the little Bible on top. Isn't that great? Margaret Matango, great to see you too. Let's see if any of these crosses have names on them we might have missed. Hungarian? No. Hans? Isn't Hans like a German name? There you go, Red Rooster, right on. I think that was, look at that, the baseball field's like right, that's the baseball field right up there, the fence. Who would know? You hit a hard line drive to left field over the fence, and you're gonna end up here. I bet some baseballs ended up down here. All right, foul balls left into the Shanty Boys. I love that, the Shanty Boys. We already looked at this, right? Yeah, I think we looked at this one already. All right, one final sweep up here. Oh, there's another stone we didn't see. None of the other crosses have names. The rain is moving in, guys, and we're gonna just get this in time. I see it coming from Minneapolis. Anybody in Minneapolis right now? You're getting rained on. Here we go. Arthur William Peterson. August 22nd, 1896 to April 12th, 1921. Gone, but not forgotten. Look at that picture. You got the dove, you got the open gates to heaven. Isn't that beautiful? It's in great shape. Just imagine, it's been here over 100 years. He died over 100 years ago, 1921. Wait, yeah. 2024, duh. All right, guys, what else is going on? Is this a cool place? Well, there's not much else to see here. I'll just walk back here to this cozy corner. We can do some chatting. Maybe I'll just set up the camera for a few minutes and we can get caught up, huh? What should I do? Let's put it, I can put the camera on top of this stone. I'm sure Oliver will not mind. Let's try that. Then let's see if I can still read your comments here, all right? Oh. I dropped my gimbal. All right, we're back. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. Come on back, baby. This thing's getting, oh, it knocked it off balance. Hold on, I gotta fix this. There we go. We're out of control. Oh, is it nice out here? All right, stand by. Here we go. We're back. I'm going to tilt it like that. And then I can see your comments. All right, let's see how. I got to tilt my head up. Wonder if I should. No, that's all right. I'll tilt my head up because my glasses are prescription down here. So I have to go like this so I can read what you're saying. Okay, let's see. Maybe Oliver, Amanda says Ron and Jim are from Washington. Tommy the Cat, Ron is the coolest something. Boom, go. It's hot where I'm at. Michelle McCall. Hello from Australia. Lady Alchemy, what's going on? Yeah, Red Rooster, 2024 EAA. I am going Saturday, so if any of you guys want to look for me, my sons are going to be there. Well, one of my sons, Danny, he's going to be there with Mal, his girlfriend. And I'm going to meet my friend, my buddy Kenny there. So we're going to check out, I really want to see the B-17 as always, watch the jets go by. And they got a night show at the air show Saturday night, but I'm not going to be staying for that. So if you're there, look for the tall guy. I'm 6'5", guys. Maybe you'll find me. You are so tall, I don't know how you sit on the ground. Why, Amanda? You're funny. Kathy Riley from New Jersey. Happy Saturday to you. Hi. Ron from Massachusetts. That would be Nellie N, I think it was. Yeah. We're just at a nice place here in the woods. This is really cool. Just chilling out with you guys. It's been a while. Fun stories planned when I come back from Arizona. Yeah. So what's been going on? Yeah, I've been shooting stories. I shot the story of Susan Popart you saw, and then the same day, which was 2 days ago, because I posted that like right away, I was in Saint Germain and I did the story of the woman who killed her 2 children, and she's up for parole November. She has 2 life sentences. 2 life sentences, but up for parole. That's how our society works. That's how our law system works. Really stupid. Ooh, there's a mosquito. All right. You know what's funny about that video? You guys are going to laugh. I was going to put a caption up. There's a giant mosquito on my face. I start the video, but it's not a mosquito. It doesn't bite, but it looks like a mosquito. You know those giant mosquito-looking thing? And it's on my face like practically the whole video, and I don't know it. So you guys are all, I know, going to rip into me. You got a bug on your face. I know, and I'm not going to edit it. Like, what can I do? I'm not going to reshoot it. But anyways, in Saint Germain, this woman's coming up this November for parole. I really want you guys to watch it. And I got to find she's imprisoned down in Fond du Lac, which is just south of Oshkosh. And she's been there, supposed to have 2 life. She's already been up for parole, didn't make it. She's going to be up for, and like I say in the video, it's like, when they said, you know, life imprisonment, it was just kidding, stupid. Like that's why they say today, life without parole, or life without the possibility of parole, right? Well, life wasn't life. So stupid. So she needs to stay. Wait till you hear the absurdness of this story and the absurdness of how she's acting in prison right now. And I won't share any more, but I'll put that out probably. I'll put that out next week. But I've got an episode for every Sunday night all the way to December right now, already edited, already in the system. And I'm gonna be going to Oshkosh. I'm gonna do a story or two around there, you know, late July. And then August 5th, 6th, somewhere in there, I gotta go back to Chicago for a doctor's appointment. So I'm gonna go to Central Illinois and Indiana. I've got a couple of Halloween stories I'm gonna do. And that will make 6 if I do those two, because I got 4 in the bin right now for Halloween month. So that would really round it out really good. Ooh, it's getting a little hot right here. My glasses are fogging up. Let's see what else you guys saying. I'm gonna be, let's see, Jackson, Georgia. Yeah, well, I have an episode in Georgia that I did on my Midwest trip. That's for Halloween. Hello, Pat Harrison. Who's Pat Harrison? He's sitting around right now. Thank you. Yes, I'm sitting down on the ground. I'm tilting my head back because I want to get a suntan. Actually, I'm tilting my head back so I can read what you're saying. The mosquitoes are biting my ankles, but I do have long pants on. Hold on. But my legs, my socks, I have short socks on, and the short socks are exposing some skin. So, all right. Hello, Trish from Mississippi. Trish Ross, what's going on? Where are you at in Mississippi? And is it hot down there now? My mom has colon cancer, Amanda says. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys are catching it early. Hortonville, Wisconsin, how you doing? Poem Paget, like a life sentence in Europe is 15 to 20 years. Yeah, I know. I just don't get it. You know, it doesn't you know, oh, if you murder somebody, it's like, well, I'm just going to get 15 years, so I'm not going to think twice about it. I'm just going to do it, you know. Hey, it's Joanne from UK. How are you doing? Good to see you. Have you ever been to Cave Hill Cemetery? Yes. I shot the story of Zapata. Was it Mia Zapata? Yeah, I call Cave Hill the cemetery of the copper statues. Really beautiful place. But yeah, search my channel, Mia Zapata with a Z as in zebra. And I'll probably go back there. Yeah, I've been to most places. Got coming up on 700 videos, I think. Right? What else is going on? So August, I'm going to be doing that. And then when I head home, my other home to Phoenix in October, I'm going to go via Kansas and New Mexico. So I have to do Black River Falls. Red Rooster has a crime spooky past. Okay. I think I did a story in Black River Falls, a woman buried alive. I'm just going by memory, 2 years ago. You know, the Bible is on top is great, but if they put the book with the stone, the person would be wonderful. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Oh my God, mosquitoes are in force, but I'm still okay, guys. I'm just checking my legs, my ankles here, to make sure we're staying covered because they are trying to get me. And I'm not sprayed up. I hate putting that mosquito spray on. It's 100 degrees in Kansas. Oh, I thought it was cooling off. Oh, I'm going through Kansas. So my buddy, the Bloody Benders, you guys got to Google. It's been on the news. You know, the University of Kansas is in the second summer now doing archaeological digs at my friend Bob Miller's property where the Bloody Benders event happened. And they haven't found any human remains, but they're finding all kinds of stuff, and it's really hitting the news. I am going to stop by there to see him and give you guys an update from the scene this fall. I'm going to be, when I go through Kansas, I'm going to go to Cherryvale, hook up with Bob. What a great guy he is. So check out the Bloody Benders. I have 2 episodes, maybe Alice or Ashley, if you can put the links in. I have 2 episodes, I believe, of the Bloody Benders. The first one from Colorado, or Glenwood Springs, Colorado, because we were wondering if that is one of the, if that was the Benders and where they were buried. And then we went to the scene where it happened, and the cemetery, one of the victims in the Cherryville area. You were one of the first to visit cemeteries, a new interest. Oh, cool. Was that Rita? I think that's Rita. Thank you. Sounds like I got you. Oh, there were 3 videos. I think one was more like a promo, not a promo, but like a teaser. But I know I at least did 2. One with the cool drone going to the grave. The Benders was a cool story, and not a lot of people, you guys know about it, but around the country, the world, it's gonna turn into I got you. It's mosquitoes. It turned into a massive story, or it's gonna turn into a massive story, I think. Especially, I keep saying to Bob, hopefully you find a skull. I wanna see a skull, a body, because there has to be more bodies, right? There has to be more of them. Like, because they didn't have ground penetrating radar back then, and you know, they could be buried in other spots. But yeah, it's pretty hot here, guys. Even though I'm kind of in the shade, there's not a lot of wind, so it's probably good. Mom is at Fort Jackson National Cemetery because she was a veteran. Michelle McCall. Cool. Where's that? Is that in Florida? Yes, more bodies for sure, Jules. They're still finding remains on Fox Hollow Farm. What's that story, Ashley? I think activity would have moved any human remains away. Well, not if it's buried. They buried them pretty deep. Those bodies that they did find at the Benders were deep, considering, I think they were 4 or 5 feet deep. From the pictures, you can see the holes. So, you know, tilling the ground on top for farming, that's all they did. So I think there's a good chance they might, if there are more bodies, but if anything, they'll find where the barn was, they'll find where the outhouse was. Amazingly, a lot of stuff, artifacts are found where the outhouses were. Bob has a friend who has a channel, I forget the name of it, but if I can find it, I'll put it in the description eventually here. And it's a channel that they find these 1800s outhouse locations, and they dig down 10, 20 feet, and they find all kinds, because that was the garbage dump too, you know. Find all kinds of stuff. Have you done Grady Styles, the something? No, I have not. Send me an email or a text on that one. Hello, Ron. Greetings from Gloucester. How you doing? Good to see you. Fellow Texan. Here's a fellow Texan. That's Black Road Freedom. Jules Gibson, I think you're talking to. Texans have been here. Yep. Man, I love Texas. So if you Texans, you Lone Star Staters, this Sunday night, tomorrow night, you're gonna recognize this guy. He's not like somebody everybody's talking about. And by the way, if you're joining late, I'm sitting on the ground. We looked at the cemetery twice. We did 2 laps. And I'm just taking a little break, reading what you guys are saying. So you have a cabin in northern Minnesota, Trapper Shack. Love it. Yeah, really cool. I would love to see that. You should make sure that stays. Can you go to Peoria in the snow? Oh, wasn't that fun? I did a couple episodes there. I fell on my butt down the hill. What's the name of that cemetery in Peoria? I don't think I'll be there in the winter. I won't be anywhere in the winter but in Phoenix these days. I was only there because my son, when I lived in Illinois, had a basketball tournament. They had the big Peoria tournaments. I know, Amanda, I am going to get to Washington State eventually. I have stories up Oregon. I'm not saying Oregon because I'm a Midwesterner. It's Oregon. I know you guys are so mad at me. All right, Oregon, G-U-N, Oregon. You guys are very proud of your Oregon. Anyway, yeah, Pacific Northwest, gotta get there. That's just so out of the way. Like, I'm sorry. It's like up in the corner. And I get to California and as far as San Francisco, but to go all the way up there, it's got to be a special trip. I got to fly. I don't think I can road trip it, but and it's not that I'm busy. It is a hard location for me to get to, but I will get there. Massachusetts should provide a lot of spots. Yeah, I've already done stuff there. I think I've been to New England 2 or 3 huge trips. Britain, yeah. When I come through Chicago, I don't think I'll be able to meet up with Britain this next time in early August, but for sure every spring, I'm like, when I come in spring, I'm going to do at least a live stream with him. So what else is happening, kids? Mom was from Massachusetts and Dad is from South Carolina. Amy, Ashley. Oh, you got the cemetery there? Can you, if that's something you want me to look at, make sure and email it to me or text me on Instagram. Best way, actually, I love texts on Instagram. When you come to the UK, you won't leave with so much history. Oh, I will, yeah. I have almost 50 stories, which I have to boil down to 15. And that's from 300 stories from UK, mostly London. And I'm just picking my favorites, of course. At Attleboro, a few years before returning to Rhode Island, Tommy the cat used to live in Attleboro, is it? Cool. You have a story about a mail carrier here in Florida, Ron. Chris, well, send it to me. What did the mail carrier do? Did he do something special or was he murdered? I don't want to just do a mail carrier. I mean, hats off to mail carriers. Grady Styles was a circus freak and he was murdered and buried. Oh yeah, I'd like to do that story. Unless, and you know I said this before, if the other cemetery channels have covered it already or it's been overdone on YouTube, I won't do it. It just, like, I like to be the first to do it. Unless it's something I'm obsessed with, like Jimi Hendrix. I don't care if there's 200 YouTubes of Jimi Hendrix grave, someday I'll still do it. And I don't even know where he is. Is he in California? Where's Jimmy? I'll bet Scott on Tape has done Jimi Hendrix. Scott, if you see this, have you done Jimmy? You need to do Jimmy for me. It's a special request because I'll do it too. Maybe we'll collab it. Collaboration. Hopefully I can see Scott sometime next year or later this year. Right on. I'm jumping around here because I've got mosquitoes all around me. So just pardon me for my lack of, oh, there's a huge mosquito. Got him right on the tombstone. But I did not spray up, but luckily I'm wearing, they're not biting my hands. I can't believe it. All right. Jules Gibson's Europe, Oh Think. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty good with mosquitoes. They don't like really come after me like some other people, but I'm sitting like on the edge of the woods here in the shade. And we've had a lot of rain, so you can just imagine. Sarah Tipwood, love your stories, cool. Buena Vista, have you unique and very respectful. Oh my God, the comments are going so fast and I can't reach up. Oh, Days with Jordan Lyndon? Yeah, I'll still do it. That's fine. Jimi Hendrix is in Seattle as well as Bruce Lee. Oh, Kurt Cobain? Oh, now, Scott on Tape, I think may have done Kurt Cobain, but I'm not sure. Oh, he has killed it with Kurt. Scott, you are a Kurt Cobain nut. Every time I look on Instagram, it's Kurt Cobain. I love it. I mean, he's a cool dude. But Scott has that covered for sure. Having a great day, even better here. Erica, where are you at? Been watching you since the beginning. Michelle Kemp, love your style. Thanks, Michelle. Like, were you like one of the first 100? That would be really cool. Yeah, Seattle, Jimmy. Scott worships the altar of Kurt. He does. He does, like a lot of people. He was the man. Too bad he killed himself. Gosh. Scott has done Jimi Hendrix. Awesome. I'm going to do it too. I don't know when though. But man, he's one of my favorite guys. Favorite rockers. You know, you just look back at Woodstock. Oh my God, Star Spangled Banner on the, just killed it. Me and Tommy the cat, we were arguing about REO Speedwagon. My favorite guitarist besides Jimmy is Gary Richrath from REO Speedwagon, who is dead. And then your favorite guitarist was killed in that plane crash with the low-flying idiot pilot who just flew too low and killed him. What's that guitarist's name? I mean, he's like one of the top in the world ever. All right, come on, Tommy. What's your guitarist buddy's name? Super famous. I don't know why. Sometimes I just have a blank. Are you blood type O? I have, you know, I don't even, yeah, Randy Rhoads, right on. Randy Rhoads. I think Hendrix is the best. Sorry, guys. Hendrix was just evil good. Evil good. Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah. Stevie Ray Vaughan was good. He died right by where I used to live, Alpine Helicopter. Yeah, Allman Brothers. Allman Brothers, cool story. I went by their grave at, where was that? Rose Hill in Atlanta, Macon. Is that Macon? Georgia, not Atlanta. Macon, Georgia, is that where, yeah. Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin. Do you know that Jimmy Page bought Aleister Crowley's house? The mansion, what's it called? That spooky place that burned down. Man, I want to go there. Aleister Crowley. Did you guys see my 3-parts trilogy on Aleister Crowley and his connections to the Chicago Foreman family? Oh, Ashley, you got to put that link in if you can find it. That was one of my favorite stories. Britton helped me with that one. Greenwood Memorial in King County, Washington. Okay, cool. That's where Jimmy is. I got to put that then on my list when I come see Amanda. Amanda and the Pandas. The Loch in Scotland. Yeah. What's the name? It's something mansion. God, I can't think of the name. Bullskin House. Yes. Thank you, Ashley. You guys, if you don't know about Bullskin House and all the spells and worship they did there, you guys gotta check that story out. I will be covering that, by the way, when I go to UK. I got a big angle on that one, but I don't want to share. Yeah. Gosh, I was just listening to Pink Floyd this morning. I got to go find their grave. Scott, if you get this, Pink Floyd, what's the guitarist again? The guitarist who was with them early, died, drug overdose, whatever. That would be a good one to do, Scott. I'm not into myself doing all the celebrity stuff and rock artists and all that. That's not my specialty. Ellen Newth read a lot of Crowley stuff. Yeah, it's freaky, man. Freaky. Sid Barrett. Oh, I got a B now. All right. I'm going to start walking because insects are increasing. So bear with me here while I get up. It is so beautiful back here, guys. All right, enough of looking at me, all right? Let's flip this around. Man, I think my hands have some mosquito bites. Did you know if you put a penny on the mosquito? Oh, Leela, $2, thank you. If you guys put a penny, we keep Scotch tape all over the house with pennies. You get a mosquito bite or a sting, bee sting, wasp sting, you put a penny on that, and you put the tape on there, and in 20 minutes, it's gone. Bobby loves Pink Floyd. Yeah, me too. I was just listening to, I have like a pole barn, and I got music in there. I put Pink Floyd on in the morning. Money! Boom, boom, boom. Love Pink Floyd. Do you guys ever hear of Rare Earth? Rare Earth is one of my favorite bands. Come on, get ready. Get ready. And Meatloaf. I was listening to Meatloaf yesterday. Bad out of hell. Poor guy. It's too bad that he's gone. Ruth Westheimer passed. When did she pass? Jesse loves Rare Earth. All right, I see another trail. Let's go have some fun here. Anybody want to go explore? there's another trail that goes deeper in the woods. And while I've got you, let's go a little farther in, because I see like a sign or something back here. Maybe it's another road, I don't know. She passed away yesterday. She must have been in her 90s, huh? All right, here we go, guys. Robert Plant's son died with the occult. Interesting. Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, I was a big Buffett fan. I used to go to his concerts. Now the trail goes this way. Shelley Duvall died. Shelley Duvall from The Shining. She was like olive oil looking, right? Who was 96? Olive oil? Shelley Duvall? Am I thinking of the right person? All right, hold on. There's a sign over here. I want to go. We're going to have to four-wheel drive here. Hold on. Stuck in the house with, yeah, right on, with Jack Nicholson. Okay, I think this is a winter trail. It's really overgrown. Oh yeah, check this out. This is like a snowmobile. This is snowmobile country, guys. Like, this is ridiculous snowmobile country. And ATVs. But this is, you can see it's not being used by ATVs. But you can see what's, you get on the trails and you have your choice of places to go. Look at this. Presque, Winchester. Then you got Skyview Lodge, Retreat Bar, Carlin's Club, Bear Bar, Zastro's Lodge. How cool, huh? Hello from Liverpool. Sue Woo. And then here's all your touristy stuff. Yeah, isn't this beautiful country? How did I get started? How did you get started with visiting cemeteries? Danette Cole. I've got two videos, Ashley. There's a video called Questions and Answers. And if you go find that video, Ashley maybe will find the link. Questions and Answers, just search Faces of the Forgotten. And I sit down, and that was like 2 years ago, and tell you all about my history and what got me into this. Gene Tracy, he buried at Sunset Cemetery. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I heard you're right. David Sanderson, they got crushed this winter up here. No snow. That hurt a lot of businesses. Let's get back here. You heard a skeeter? I got one on my wrist, crushed me. Now in the car, I've got my Scotch tape and pennies, and that is going to require a penny. Let me tell you. He was deep. You know when that mosquito gets like set down on his little legs and he gets low and then he's in, then you know you're in trouble. Any bears there? There are lots of black bears here. But you won't see them during the day, and they're afraid of us. But I still carry. It's the humans I'm more worried about. Yeah, there's a lot of mosquitoes. Okay, so this trail here ends at the snowmobile trail. So I'm gonna go back to the cemetery, and then we'll go from there. Let's go back. The skeet pain is no fun. Man, they're all over me, guys. I should have sprayed. That's all right. Do this for you. All right, let's go back to the cemetery because that's what we're here for. Did we miss anything? I think we've covered everything 3 times. Let's go look at the sign as we leave. This is better. No mosquitoes out in the open. Oh, my wrist is itching like a dog. Your husband sang with Black Sabbath? Oh, sang a Black Sabbath song at your wedding. Okay. I was like, wow. Hello, Centralia. Don't scratch, Ron. Okay. That's easy to say. Oh, look at, they've got a saw, a real saw. I have one of those lumberjack saws, not as big as this one. You know where they have the two handles on each side and you see the two guys going crazy? I just love this sign. Don't you love this? Shanty Boys Hill, Shanty Boy Hill. Yeah, what a great place to visit. If any of you guys are in Presque, come back behind the baseball diamonds. Yeah. All right, I'm going to say we're going back up the dusty trail, but I'm going to revise that to the mosquito trail. Back up the mosquito trail, guys. Well, I'm glad you could hang out with me today. This was fun. I am scratching my wrist. This was a bad one. And I have some on my ankles. I should have wore longer socks. But we will survive. Look at all the raspberries. Oh, look at that, guys. Nom, nom, nom. You could eat them right off. Hey, who's that for money? $5 from Agapixel. Nina from Massachusetts, love all your videos. Can't wait for your Halloween. Oh yeah, get ready for Halloween, man. We are gonna kill it. Thank you for the money. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm gonna get going because we're back at the baseball diamonds. And that was a fun little adventure back there, huh? So everybody stay safe, love you, miss you, and we'll do more live streams like before. See you tomorrow night, please, 8 o'clock Central Time. All right, later.